channel. My name's Adrian, and today, if I'm going to get poorer, you're getting poorer with me. So I swore, looking at Kickstarter over the last few days, I've already done 2 videos. I've got another video that I've got to record that's coming out, but this one has kind of jumped ahead of it because, like the one that I did yesterday, this has got an early bird special, and I kind of like to, that if I'm going to try and get the early bird special, I think I should get the video out nice and quick, so you're going to get it too. This is another Mörk Borg, that's how I call it on this channel, inspired video, but it's more based for me on the Wasteland Degenerate, which is a Mad Max inspired post-apocalyptic. If you ever played the board game, that's kind of board game, Dark Future I think it was the early 90s that Dark Future came out. I remember I think I was about 15, 16 when I got that game. This very much reminds me of that. There's also, going through the Kickstarter page, there are over 35 add-ons and customizations you can make to your vehicle. So it's very Mad Maxy, it feels. So let me just show you the Kickstarter page. So here we have Torque Borg, the Wasteland RPG. So it's a radioactive, sandblasted, rules light, art heavy inspired TTRPG based on Mörk Borg, but more importantly for me, compatible with Cyborg, and really importantly, compatible with Wasteland Degenerates, which I know that's not out yet. It was a Kickstarter that I backed a while ago, and you might be getting late pledges available. I don't know, but actually I'll link that project in this video as well, because these two are going to go very much hand in hand and be very exciting for me. So we are, at time of recording, we're at $23,000 US, 17,000 UK dollars, just under 300 backers, 27 days to go. So it says here funded in just under 2 hours, and there is an early bird for the first 48 hours. I don't know where we are with the first 48 hours. I don't know whether we're a day in or what. So hence the reason just recording this, I'm going to push this straight away. This has actually taken over a project I was going to be covering. So I just, don't miss out on this legendary coin here. So this is going to give you a good idea of the art itself. So welcome to the Waste. This is Torque Borg, the cover, and it's written by Matt. I think it's Domino. I think that's how it's pronounced. It might be Mino. I'm really sorry if I've butchered the name. Probably have. But one thing I did notice, he's the illustrator, art director, Brotherwise Games, but Ghostfire Games, which is here, which made me just jump in on here, because Ghostfire Games have some amazing artwork. It's not covered on here, but I think we get a bit more details as we go down into the Kickstarter. So a bit more detail on the Kickstarter itself. It's a rules light, heavy art TTRPG based on the end of the world. Radiation has shaped and twisted the shattered lands. Bugs, beasts, and thugs try to take your life as you hack, shoot, and race your way across the sandblasted wastelands. 144 plus pages. The reason I say 144, it says 140, but all of these Borg games seem to be 144 pages. I don't know why. It's like a Borg rule. Self-contained rules, so you don't need Mörk Borg, Cyborg, or Wasteland Degenerates to play this. If you've got them, you're just going to add more to the game. You can download a character sheet and vehicle here, but I'm just going to sort of sit on this and just watch some of the artwork rotate throughout the book, and I think you'll agree. It's very nice. It is good. The waste and everything wants you to die. The bleed, the lethal and malevolent radiation has twisted the world, writhing, rolling, and churning in anger. And if it grabs hold of you, it will tear you apart atom by atom until there's nothing less but a rotten pile of meat. Your best hope? Die quickly. Excellent. Rules light, art heavy. So yeah, it's inspired by Mörk Borg. It's going to use, so if you're not aware of that, it's a really rules light D20 system and rolling over. So you take one of they normally 4 or 5 attributes. There's no skills in this, the roll of everything. You'll add or minus that attribute bonus to a d20, looking normally to get higher than 12. This has got 6 classes with distinct flavour and mechanisms, all the sort of killing, scavenging and survival rules that you're going to need. It has got a death clock, so it's got this doomsday clock that's going to count down, a bit like Mörk Borg games, which eventually, after certain things and some sort of doom aspect of the game will happen. It will just sort of kill everything, and then you'll have to start again with new characters. So these aren't massive campaign settings, but it's again pretty much like the way Cyborg works as well. So here we've got more artwork from pages within inside the book, and the front cover and the character sheet that comes. They're A5 size and in PDF. So it's 5 different factions. We've got 6 unique classes, which are the Wretched Hunter. We've got a Doomed Acolyte, which uses radiation. A Command and Control Mutated Beast. It's the Savage Beastmaster. The Unbridled Esper, which is going to be some sort of mind control creature, I'm guessing. Metamorphosized and evolved beyond your human form as the Mutated Biopunk. And finally, we've got the Hack and Chop Across the Wasteland as the Blooded Butcher. A bit more about the clock there. 40 plus enemies, which is going to come with original artwork, vehicles, vehicle combat rules, vehicle modifications. I said 36. I think I said more than 35. Which weapons, defense, utility, 12 devastating orgs, which are powerful psychic abilities for your characters, radiation rules, exalted text, 20 powerful items in here, original rules and tables, objectives, location generators, and we've got an introductory scenario, which I think is absolutely amazing because you need them in games like this just to get going. It's a standalone Death Race sequel, so who's not going to want to see that? Update your vehicle, stick loads of weapons and armor on it, do a one-shot adventure and blow the crap out of everyone else, and survive with the best vehicle at the end. That's the game in a nutshell. And obviously then you've got more locations and points beyond that starting point. I like this, but we can't see a zoom in of these vehicles here in the wastes. So it's nearly complete at the time of the launch, which is good. So playtesting and editing is still ongoing. So it hopefully means we're going to see the PDF copies land quite quickly. It's all human made and it will remain that way. So the pledge level, $20, all of this. Core rule book, couple of extra adventures, some character sheets, Games Master screen, and some of the digital arts and stuff. That's a huge amount of value. If you want to go another $25 US, you can get a physical copy of the book. Obviously, you're going to get shipping on top, but it's still going to be all the PDF copies. If you want the hardcover copy with the limited edition character sheets, that's there. They've got a collector's edition of the core rule book, which, looking at the two, just nicer. I like both, but what I do like is this. There's the Legendary Wasters where it says you can choose your hardcover. I actually like the fact that it's both combined on here. That's the cover I want, just because I'm a pain. But yeah, it's obviously some additional stuff, and you're going to get the physical copies here of the Echoes of Steel and the Corpse Road at the Cranklands in there as well as the PDF copy. So Matt, what has he done? So it was the current art style of Cosmere, which if you haven't looked at Cosmere, whether you like or hate the game, actually, in fairness, I'm really enjoying it. I'm in sort of 3 weeks into a campaign. The art is stunning, but more importantly, this is what I saw. Grim Hollow, Valicans, I think, and Grim Hollow is an amazing setting. It's not for me. It's a D20, so it's basically 5th edition. I've recently sold all my books actually to a really lovely lady that's on my Discord. And she's managed to, she's took them all off me, and hopefully she's going to use them because they've been sat in my collection for it's about 4 years, and I never used them as they are. So the project is easier, so it's greatly supported by friends, family, industry colleagues to proofread. We've got some stretch goals in here that have slowly, that's what we hit. We're on to the 3rd one we hit. So we're going to get some additional mutations if we get to 22. Actually, aren't we beyond 22 now, I think? So that, I'm just going to go back up and check. Yeah, 23. So that is actually opened as well. So the mutations is open at time of recording. And so we're heading on now to get in Solo Play Zine, which is by Scott McDonald, who's actually the writer of Wasteland Degenerates there. I could remember his name was Scott as I was recording, and I was like, it's muck something, and there's nothing worse than doing a whole video getting someone's name completely wrong. You can do the add-ons, core book, and you can do the collector's edition there. Character sheets, Games Master screens, the coins. So if you missed out the Kickstarter for $5, you can just include that. If you're proud local of retail store, you can actually do a retail bundle. And then we've got shipping costs that we're going to have to take into account on here. Here in the UK, it's going to cost me an additional £9 if I get physical copy, plus, I don't know, £8 million in taxes, which is always really sad. So it's a standalone game based on Mörk Borg, so that's all the illegal stuff that's in there. So yeah, I'm really sorry. If I've got to spend money, you've got to spend additional money. Is there anything in the FAQs? No. Cool. Okay, so that's it. That is the quick look there at Torque Borg, which is a good name as well. It does roll off the tongue. I'm sorry. So if I've got to get poorer and poorer still, you're getting poorer with me, because if you're watching these videos, there's a good chance you're going to be back in these projects. So I'm going to share it everywhere, like all the ones I do. And I'm going to do, I can't do one tomorrow because I'm actually live tomorrow night on this channel, and we're playing, it's post-apocalyptic stuff again, but it's Atomic Shadows. So it's post-apocalyptic, Shadow Dark, with a ton of exploding dice. So if you've enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you. If you want to come back and want to see me playing a Shadow Dark live playthrough, then subscribe to this channel and be on tomorrow night at 8 PM British summertime. Thanks for watching. Cheers.